What's this establishment again? Oh, he seems happy to greet us. Interesting.
Now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong.
Guess we'll just take a seat right here.
Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
The studio secretary murder. Okay, so I guess the studio secretary gets murdered. It seems really on the nose. These titles usually are at least a little bit more interesting. Oh, hey, a guy with a pipe walking on the other side of the train from a very presumably drunk, disoriented woman.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year.
This is one of the games of the century. Hey, stealthy skills. This is my first time playing it actually, but I've been having a good time with it.
That someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring, a matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right,
Interesting.
skipper.
Okay. Well, we've got some stuff to do. But yeah, I'm guessing you've played this game before, Stealthy, then, and really enjoyed it.
I was door knocking all morning.
This is definitely my first time playing it, but yeah, I'm having a good time with it. I can see why someone would feel that way, although I'm not sure if it's quite game of the century for me, but it's definitely good. That's for sure. Okay, so we have 2 locations to go to. I guess let's go to the pawnbroker first. And I'll let my colleague drive for now. What country are you from? I'm from the Netherlands. Where are you from?
You've got to admit, this is looking
If you
hot.
don't mind me asking.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators,
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like, a lot of them act really suspicious, but it's not always because they were the actual murderer. And I feel like we still haven't found the true murderer to all of these. Maybe one or two of them are copycats, but I feel like not all of them are. Alright, let's see what's going on in here.
How can I help you boys?
Wait, where are you?
Detectives Phelps
Oh,
and
there you are.
Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Wow, we really talked him down there, huh?
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Alright. We'll have to visit there. And then this one. Oh. There we
Does
go.
this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
22K karat gold, I guess.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think. Sorry.
Wow.
He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
That is not very helpful at all. Forgettable, forgettable, forgettable. Okay, I guess we're going to the rail yard. If I find a telephone pole, I'll call it in. What are you doing, buddy? What? Just... Sure, I'll drive. It's fine. We can drive sometimes. Okay, let's move right
We have
here.
a problem. We could have the local troopers check out the Blair County address.
The address is bogus. Herb is having fun with us.
Wait, how do we know the address is bogus?
Also the guy who pawned the rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. The Dahlia letters are genuine. The man who killed Elizabeth Shore may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, fellas? Skipper ain't gonna like this one.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing. How do we prove it? We're gonna really have to hope he trips up at some point. I'm gonna leave the dispatch. Honestly, most of them just end in me shooting someone, and then nothing much else happens. How do I get down here? Huh. Yeah, how do I get?
Breathe, damn it.
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and have this guy
You drive. I need to go
take
over
me
the case
there.
notes.
Also from the Netherlands. I was born in Tilburg, but I live in Britain. Oh, interesting. What made you move to Britain? Rex, check for the important snap. Is it that important?
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak again.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, fellas.
No. I'll check after the stream. This is the last case, so I'll check in like an hour.
I get it, Rusty. Just don't like it.
Ooh, well, they left her clothed again, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Yeah, 1940s cops definitely are not holding back, huh? What part from the Netherlands are you from? I'm from North Holland. So, yeah. Randstad area, essentially. Okay. I could talk to you, but I kind of want to investigate the site first. Before I talk with anyone. Let's see.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Alright,
Now,
Chamu,
it's
good
possible
luck
to tell, but I
migrating the
would assume
case.
that she was inebriated.
Interesting. So, a bit of an odd smell to this one. Nothing on the hand. And nothing there except for a missing
Another
ring.
missing ring.
Alright,
Seems I've been
so
swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
okay, 1 or 2 hour window.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. Blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
So after midnight, probably like 2 a.m. is what we got from that. These are her belongings, I guess. So a note. I always like reading notes.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Evelyn Summers. 2 large suitcase, small suitcase, bedroll, pillow, plain bedsheet, 3 photo frames, hairbrush, bowling pin, statuette, makeup, clothes. Interesting. A bar. Always good to know about bars.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Okay. Yep, we're definitely visiting that later. And what's in your handbag? 2 things. Let's check this first. The Keystone Film Company.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Well, that will be difficult then. Ooh, big letter. Okay. Dear Evelyn, I hope that this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor, and we both know what that makes you become. But I'm not writing to arrest and accuse. I'm writing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what had become of my little girl and what she is doing to herself. You're destroying your body and your soul with liquor, Evelyn. And it is harder for me to watch you than you can imagine. But only God Almighty above us has the right to judge, and so I beg you for your forgiveness. I've been in contact with a sanitarium here in Connecticut on your behalf. They say your condition is an illness, Evelyn, and it can be treated. You only need to check yourself in. Okay, and then it ends. Because it's ripped off. So, definitely seems like she had some alcohol issues. Suffering from alcoholism.
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Was hoping for a little bit more, but... Okay. Well, I guess that's all we're gonna get from the scene itself. Let's talk.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Okay, he didn't really say much of anything. I guess this is the guy we want to talk to?
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices into place.
Yeah, because it doesn't really look like there's anything else at all, huh? Although, I kind of want to see if we can't find the pipe. Because we saw in the, like, scene before things started that there was the pipe.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no
Kind of expected to maybe find that somewhere, but... I have not been able to spot that. So maybe not. Okay, let's just talk to the other guy. We'll see what he has to say for himself.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against
Well,
the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Is there no law against that? I think there's a law against that. There should be a law against that. I really don't think you are allowed to kiss dead bodies. Right?
Is this yours, friend?
Maybe there wasn't
No.
a law against it back then.
I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop. Don't hit him.
Okay, well, you interfered with the evidence. That's not great.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Okay. And he took
Found her
something, right?
lipstick. What did you write on her body?
What are you talking about? I didn't write anything.
I guess I should have gone for truth. I felt like he was hiding that he took something, but I guess I should have gone with truth and seen what else he found. Oh well.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Okay.
You just came across the body.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
You're under arrest.
He's
Dix. We'll
lying.
see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about those
Sack of
punches.
shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
I think we got that last one wrong though it didn't really say. But yeah, I feel like we did poorly on that one. Definitely feel like we don't really have the kind of evidence we needed from this place. Okay. We'll go to the bar next. And we'll make a call as well to see if we can't get some information on the other thing. Because usually that gives us some location.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks,
Thank you. Okay. And then in this car we go.
You're behind the wheel.
Rusty, other side. You're behind the wheel, buddy. Buddy, come on. You know how this
Read that
works.
those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people
I
of this
mean, he's
country
not wrong.
King. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
We know how it played out now. It's always funny to me how like anti-communist America is, and it makes sense for the time this game is set, of course. But like even now, you still have like these sentiments with it.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Okay, so we're not getting info out of the barman.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail
Should we
depot
really say
on
that to
Santa
this
Fe.
guy already?
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Okay, tell us about your last.
Last night?
No, I was at home. Writing.
You were at home, writing.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernon. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernon?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Always nice when they give us someone else
know
to
that
go
place,
after.
Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Okay, do you have any criminal history, buddy?
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do elaborate.
But nothing reprehensible.
No. The odd parking ticket. That kind of thing.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Okay, he did have more, but we never will find out what it was. Are you the only customer in here? Can we talk with you as well? I thought since you said some of these, I figured there would be more than just one. But looks like it's just the one that we can actually talk to. Okay, well... No, there should be more still to do here. Anything we can find out here? Can we climb this? No. Okay, I'm going back inside. Must have overlooked something somewhere. We can't go into the bathrooms. Oh, can we maybe go upstairs? Nope. Huh. Doesn't really look like there's much around there, to be honest. I don't know what we're still missing. Maybe we'll just come back at some point. For now, let's go to another location. We'll check out the liquor store. Curious what that's about.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day. It's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
Amanda's a suspect, Rusty.
Yeah, I don't know about that guy. Like, clearly he was hiding some stuff from us still that we didn't get out of him, but I'm not sure if that necessarily means he was the one that murdered. I don't know.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Yeah, we want to look at this stuff for sure. I think this will give us a good insight into the person she was and maybe what happened.
Got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
God, all
He's
these
joking,
corrupt
Mr.
cops are so corrupt. Oh, yeah, she had a little bed here. Is this where she stayed? It's kind of sad.
She wasn't always such a loner.
Couldn't you have let her, like, sleep inside or something?
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Huh.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Ah, so if we had gone here first, we would have definitely known that and known more was up with that. Okay, okay, so we definitely missed out on some info from that guy. But we might be able to go back and figure more out later. A bowling pin? Rawlings bowling? Okay.
Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
So we definitely want to go there and see what that's about. What is
I'm
this?
guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
And then, oh no, the last thing. Yeah, this.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Legal copyrights. Sounds so exciting of a job. Well, not to me. But hey, to each their own, I guess. Some people might enjoy that. I can't really see why people would enjoy the legal stuff, but I know that it needs to be done by some people in how we have society set up nowadays. But yeah, I'm just glad it's not me that has to do that job. There's still stuff I haven't checked here. What did I miss? Broken mirror. Anything we can check in here? Some rooms. Why wasn't she like allowed to stay like in the staff room or something? You'd think you could give her a better place. Oh, well, let's talk to him a bit.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
I don't feel like this guy's lying. He seemed like he was actually friendly to her.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
And that's good info. Thank you, thank you.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
I feel like he's telling the truth.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Okay. And what about this McCaffrey
You know
guy?
a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem.
I felt like that would have been true.
Hey.
But
I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
yeah, well, if you want us to get the guy, you could have told us some more about this McCaffrey, because clearly you were holding back some information on him. Because we didn't doubt about you knowing him personally. Okay. I'm gonna go to the bowling alley. Figure out why exactly she is collecting a bowling pin. Because that just seems odd to me.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL. 11 King.
Yeah, what's up?
Captain Donnelly, return to Central, go to 11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Okay, we'll go back to Central. No bowling alley for me. Wonder what they want at Central.
wife attacked. He said old Sam
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Maybe they have found like some more. I didn't want to go in there. Maybe they found like some more clues, like another letter or something. That's probably it, because that's been the thing most of the time we come down here.
Captain? Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as
Yes,
we
we
can
wanna
be
know.
sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one
Oh,
way
lovely.
of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Yeah, you got it. Interesting though, because why did we never learn about this message previously then? Like
Got our orders. Back
a
to the
message
Summers.
carved.
Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Like he'll definitely have the message would have been there already when we first found the body. So it seems weird that we didn't get told that in that investigation.
Message for KGPL.
And we only get told now.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
But most of them have the same lipstick. Does he trace
I need an
woman
address
with
for a
a specific
Grover McCaffrey.
lipstick?
Grover McCaffrey.
Huh.
Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, we have the apartment now. Where can we go? Well, I think I still want to check out the bowling alley before I go to this guy's house. I think I want to learn a little bit more about what's going on. Do we want to drive there?
Let me pose a question. Depends. What you got?
I'm
Can
gonna
you drive
let
to
you
this one?
drive. It's just a bit faster.
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away? Depends.
Yes.
On what? On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
It would bother me, to be honest. But Rusty, we know his morals are a little bit different from mine. Just a notch.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy works here by the name of Tiernon?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Okay. I don't know who this Tiernon is. Should I know who this Tiernon is? James Tiernon? Employee and friend of the victim. Okay.
Down the left side of the alley.
So where was he? We found the hopping around lanes? At the back? Wait, where do we go to get him? We go there? Oh. What? Yep, there. Here, I guess?
Tiernon, LAPD.
Oh, he's running. He is running. Car chase?
There.
Yeah, car chase. Okay. Car chase it is. Let's go after him.
What are you waiting for? Get after him.
Well, I couldn't drive away. Yeah, I had to get away for your fat ass to get in.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual.
Come on, shoot out his tires already. Literally right next to him. Yep, that's one tire.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person and...
Get out of the car, buddy. Let's have a chat, shall we? Okay, that was a weird animation. Like we saw no people, just doors moving. Bit odd. We're at the movie theater for some reason. Well, I guess we can go to Central Police to question him. So let's do that.
You can drive.
Yeah, you drive, buddy. Because usually we question them sooner, right? We question them on the street a little bit already. So I wonder why this guy we put straight into custody. Oh.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Are you in interview room 2? Interview room 1? Nope, empty.
I want to make homicide.
Interview room 2? Nope, empty. Are you not here? Are we putting you in a holding cell? No. I don't know, maybe he's not ready for questioning yet.
Are you liquored up?
I guess in that case we'll just go to McCaffrey's apartment and we'll just see what we can figure out there.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Because I definitely wasn't questioning him very well, but now I have some more questions now that I have some more evidence. And we'll see what it turns up. Unless he's gonna run. Looks like he's looking from the ceiling down onto us. So we might have a runner here. Wait. Yep, we gotta look at the name boxes.
McCaffrey's in apartment 6.
You got it. Apartment number 6. That's 3. I'm gonna guess he's up. Up the staircase. Potentially up 2 staircases. Yeah, that's 7. That's 8. That's 6. Here we are.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Well, don't mind me taking a look around then. Looks like someone was here pretty recently. Like the plate of food there. Lamp still left on.
Circumstantial.
Ooh, the other half of the letter. For your healed and you can come home. I have to put your things back into your old room with a lock on the door for your privacy. You can come and go as you please. I will care for you and you can return to your normal life. I know your address has changed, so I cannot be sure this letter will find you, but I pray that it does and that you consider what I have said. I love you very much, and I pray every night that you are safe, and that one day you will knock on my door and the rift between us will be mended. With love and understanding, your mother, Augusta Summers.
Found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Yeah, that definitely is not a great look for McCaffrey.
Not much help.
And then he just has more books. Which is, you know, fine. A bloody shirt, huh? And the bloody pipe, huh?
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can ride him up.
Interesting.
A
So
citation.
we're gonna have to go up there. I'm gonna just check to see if there's anything else. I was kind of hoping to find like shoes. Doesn't look like we're lucky enough to find any shoes here. Oh, you're the neighbor. You're just smoking inside here. Nice. Okay, well, pigeon coop. And let's see if the buddy is in there. Oh, hello, neighbor. Rooms 910, room 11. Oh, there we go. We can go a little bit higher here. Ah, there he is. He is in the pigeon coop. And he's gonna send them away. Oh, he's gonna run, actually. Oh yeah, he went down here. Okay. Come on. I gotta chase the guy. Where did he go? Wait, no, I went the wrong way. Ah! Dang it. Let's not lose him now. There he is. Okay. I got my eye on him again. We walked a bit of the wrong way, so maybe we won't catch up to him, which would be bad, but hopefully we still can. I definitely messed up a little bit though at the start. And that might turn out to be an issue. We'll see. Come on. We're almost there. There we go. Got him.
You're under arrest on suspicion of murdering.
Oh, nice punch to the face. We already had him, but sure, punch him. Why not? And let's see what he has to say for himself.
Unless Tiernon set him up.
Yeah, we have two people to talk to. We have the Tiernon and
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the dog yet?
McCaffrey.
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, but this is likely part of the bigger puzzle. So we should consider the bigger puzzle while putting this smaller section together. Because else we're just gonna convict another person that wasn't actually it. We don't know if either of these are the actual murderer. We just have to figure out who of these two is most likely to have done it, or if we can rule either of them out.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernon, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernon isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them.
Who do we go with first? This is a tough one. So we have two people to question, right? We have McCaffrey and Tiernon. He was the bowling alley guy, right? So it's suspicious that he ran away. He of course would have had access to the pipe, the murder weapon. But for McCaffrey, we found like the bloody shirt and everything in his place. I might want to talk to Tiernon first. So I think that was an interview room 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
We'll go interview room 2 first.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
Oh no, this is McCaffrey.
Police
Dang.
usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Can I back out?
I've not said my piece yet.
I can't back out anymore. I hate that. I wanted to interview the other guy. Fine.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
We know that's a lie because of the book, right? Yeah.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
Yes, we can. Because we have this book. Wasn't it a torn letter? The book? Torn letter?
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her.
Yeah, not a good look for you, huh?
Very good. That's one to you, detective.
What's your alibi, buddy?
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
I doubt it,
You're going to
buddy.
need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the 5th columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. It's your funeral.
It's either going to be you or Tiernon, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
We don't have enough on this guy. We really don't. Why didn't we get to ask him about, like, the murder weapon found in his apartment? That just seems weird that we weren't allowed to ask him about that. Where's interview room 1? Here it is. Well, time to question this guy.
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Everyone says they barely knew Evelyn. Just not sure what.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernon. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Dang it. Ask all the questions? I'm trying, but I'm not really getting good answers out of either of these guys.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
Okay, I feel like that's the truth.
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernon?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. And he had nothing but vitriol for her.
We're doing so bad on all these questions, and that means we're getting no info, and I have no clue who it is.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You don't remember.
Come on, Tiernon. Either you killed her or she left the hotel. Why did she leave?
Look, I may have yelled at her. I was very drunk. It's hard to remember.
We're getting nothing. Jeez.
Do you own a car, Tiernon?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Evelyn was beaten to death with a lug wrench. We found a wrench at McCaffrey's apartment.
You see? It was McCaffrey. He had nothing but hatred for me and Evelyn.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
It's strange.
God, I got everything wrong.
She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at a movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernon. You're not in the clear.
Thank you for the follow, the British soldier. Appreciate that. Yeah, we are getting pretty much everything wrong. I may be a detective, but I'm not a good one at the moment. Like first case today, I got all the questions right, and now I'm getting all of them wrong. Well, let's ask some more questions, see what we can do.
Find another fall guy, detective. I'm done.
Wait, we don't have anything to do anymore? This was so bad. This was decent. This was really bad. I have no idea.
I've been in this job 20 years.
Genuinely have no idea. Let's call a helpline.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Mouthpiece got stripped off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the
Cole
DA
Phelps, badge 1247.
I don't know what we're gonna get out of this. But I need help.
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
Well, that's his criminal record there. Now what? Now what?
You think the Vice Boys get any on this side?
Can we ask him about it? We can. Okay, nice.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Oh, but you have.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Well, about your criminal record? Like, we have your criminal record on file. Of course we would.
You and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman.
And thank you for the sub, Bertil. Appreciate it.
You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it?
Well, not beat her
How is
to
a man
death.
supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Well, I guess we, got what's it called? Not commission. Well, I cannot think of the word. But yeah, Bertil, thank you for stopping by and coming in. And see you later. Hope you have a good night. I think we're gonna charge this guy because I don't know who else it could be. He seems angry enough. He has at least some motive. Right? Like the Jameson just seems like a creep who found the body and then did some necrophilia but didn't actually commit the murder. We found the murder weapon in this guy's house. The shirt that very much looks like his, covered in blood. History of doing this kind of thing. And a motive because she stole his book. Yeah, I think it's this guy. Like, I don't think it's the Jameson. And then the Tiernon seemed to actually like her a bit more than this guy. Although we got everything wrong on him, so we have very little info on him that we actually know is true. I'm gonna charge you.
Governor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
I feel like we missed a lot of evidence, though.
Another red to boot. Grand. Now,
So I'm not
I
sure.
want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at a prison graveyard.
Really not sure if it's correct. He may have just been very angry and annoyed. It's kind of my issue there. Yeah, we got 5 out of 14. That's probably like my worst one so far. In the tutorial, they say look for suspicious facial expressions, and half the time they just sit there like, yeah, I cannot read their facial expressions. Like, once or twice I've been able to spot things, but for like 99% of it, I don't do it based on facial expressions at all. I just do it based on evidence that I have and like what I feel like their relationship with the person is, whether they're truthful or not. And then if they're not truthful and I have evidence to back it up, then I go for lie. Otherwise I go for doubt. But well, clearly that tactic did not work out well this case. Jeez.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Then we rally with the first, then try for the Nambus.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Yeah, I like those orders better.